Welcome to News B. Egan, Ottawa police demand $2,486 from grieving family for fatal accident report, Ottawa Citizen. The fee, it turns out, was not for extensive photocopying, paper binding or expensive photo reproduction, it was to help offset the cost of the police work itself. On the evening of March 3, 2019, a retired man was walking in his neighbourhood along Renaud Road in the Chapel Hill South area of Orléans. It was dark. There were no sidewalks. But he knew the area well and, even at 69, was in good health. Just before 6:30 p.m., he may have stepped onto the driving portion of the road to avoid a puddle. The watery remnant of a mild winter day. Just then, police believe, he was struck from behind by a car, suffering traumatic injuries. Though bystanders and first responders attempted to resuscitate his heart, he did not survive. In the subsequent police investigation, no one was ever charged with any offense. Not even a highway traffic ticket. To this day, his family, a widow and two grown children, wonder what really happened that night. How he might have found himself, in the middle of the road, in obvious harm's way. Fortunately, the police had done an accident reconstruction report, in which trained officers take precise measurements at the scene to determine critical pieces of information, like estimated speed, point of impact, debris and braking patterns, then mesh that data with roadway and weather conditions, visibility and, possibly, defects in the vehicle. The report, surely, would shed some light. The family tried for months to get it, without success. Finally, when the family's lawyer formally asked under Ontario's Freedom of Information law, now almost a year later, a shock awaited. The Ottawa police wanted $2,486 to release the report. The fee, it turns out, was not for extensive photocopying, paper binding or expensive photo reproduction, it was to help offset the cost of the police work itself. The fee was developed based on the time the collision investigators spend preparing such a report, and not based on the time it would take an analyst to release it, was the reply. An FOI supervisor backs the analyst's position, saying the fees are set by the Police Services Board. Lawyer Tina Hill this month appealed the decision to Ontario's Information and Privacy Commissioner. This is just adding to their grief, she said Thursday. There are just so many unknowns. They don't fully understand how he could have been accidentally hit. It also raises the question of whether important police information is available only to those who have money. In our view, it's a real access to justice issue, said Hill. A grieving family is a grieving family. It shouldn't matter how much money they have in terms of whether or not they can have access to what happened to their loved one. It does raise these two obvious questions too. If the police were already on salary when they produced the report, why did they need to generate revenue for their work from an affected party? And, at the end of the day, who is the report for? If not the family of the victim. Hill said her clients are keeping their options open to any legal recourse in the fatality. They would also like more information about whether the City of Ottawa had fulfilled its duties in maintaining the road and adhering to a snow and ice removal schedule. There again, the dilemma. What path to take when the report isn't in their hands? Did driver behavior, or road conditions, contribute to the fatality? In the appeal, Hill is asking that police abide by the spirit of the Information Act, which is that most publicly held documents should be made available to a requester, unless they are covered by a small list of exemptions. Furthermore, she says the police have the authority to waive the $2,486 fee in cases where the costs are viewed as unreasonable. Ottawa police responded they have already released to the family a 76-page, general occurrence report, and 14 more pages with officer notes and statements. A collision reconstruction is a complex investigation involving our collision investigation unit experts who collect and analyze evidence such as tire marks and debris in order to ascertain what the vehicles were doing pre-impact, during impact and post-impact, the police response said. The force also said the $2,486 fee was comparable to those charged across Ontario. Well, that's cold comfort. One of those, the fee is the fee because it's the fee, explanations. An appeal for help to Chief Peter Slawley from this newspaper did not succeed. It's been over 500 days since he died. Is it not time the police gladly, especially freely, tell the family what they know? Text source, ottawacitizen.com. Thanks, don't forget to subscribe and like. Leave your comments below. See you soon for more News B. Bye bye.